Yo, 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 what's poppin', MVP gang? It's your boy, Pravi MVP, back with another bang. You already know we had to come to the beach to bring y'all the certified tweaker. This is my PG build. Y'all haven't really seen, I haven't really played on that much, but definitely got to bring it to y'all. One of my favorite builds, one of my most athletic builds. Look at the dude just laying out on the beach. It's one of my most athletic builds that I have made. I have a lot of fun on this build, and you'll be able to see that with the highlights that I'm about to show you right after breaking down how to make this build and going over the attributes and what takeover to use to make it truly effective. This is my certified tweaker right here, y'all. As you can see, these are the attributes. If you first thing you're going to notice is I have a 90 attribute in every single category across the board. That was my main key on this build. I was testing to see how much speed and agility can really affect the game. I got 90 speed, 90 agility, 94 steal, 91 speed with ball, 92 ball handle, and a 92 three-pointer with a 90 drive and dunk. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, you don't have the contact dunks. That's why I'm grinding the vet 2 for, because I'm gonna put my +5 right here. Then I unlock contact dunks. But when you have a 90 driving dunk, you're still gonna be finishing elite because you have a 90 driving dunk. So all them little guards on the break and stuff, I'm just dunking right past them, dunking right through them. Even if you don't have contact dunks, when you have such a high attribute rating, you're still going to be able to dunk with no problem. You got the 92 three-pointers, so they have to come up. And with me having 91 speed with ball, I just +1 my legend, my lightning launch to legend, and I'm just blowing right past dudes with no problem. With the 92 ball handle, you already have the gold unpluckable, so you ain't got to worry about getting the ball ripped. And then you got the 85 pass accuracy, for that way you still have a respectable pass. And I'll just +1 my second tier badge from gold to make it Hall of Fame, but we gonna go over that later. The main thing is you if to make the build, you gotta be 6'3", you gotta be 220 pounds, you gotta have, and then I put the 6'7" wingspan on there for that way it's easier to play defense, and you even get less of a shot contest when they closing out because you have the longer arms. And you definitely gonna be getting more steals. The 94 steal all has dudes paralyzed in fear when you on defense. You got the 90 speed and 90 agility, so they can't get nowhere from you at all. Like you always gonna be within your matchup, within range to be able to make a difference. Now in the 60 speed, this is not out of all my builds, period. This is the only build with less than 90 plus strength. Like all my builds, well, no, my one of my builds got 85, but it's not a problem because that's not your main thing with this build. You out here to make plays, whether with steals, whether you breaking the defender down. Can't nobody guard you one-on-one. If you getting guarded one-on-one with this build, you just not very good. You should be able to easily beat your primary defender when you got a build that's this fast. You big, you strong, you athletic, you can finish in the paint, you can shoot threes, you an inside out threat. Really, they got you as you a two-way three-level shot creator. So yeah, at all three levels, you are a threat on the game. Then we got to go and look at the takeover to utilize. The takeover that I utilize on him is, of course, the three-point architect. And that's because it's going to take that three-pointer and boost it all the way to a 99. You will have a 99 three, and then you get the blur takeover, which with that blur takeover with this build, you're gonna beat your man every single time. Your primary defender is gonna be getting smoked. This is an excellent build for threes, playing park, stuff like that. It's gonna still do its thing within the 5v5 as well. Like your score, you can score, you can pass, you can facilitate, and this basically makes you unguardable. Can't nobody really guard you when you got blur activated. It's over with. You're gonna automatically get that blow by. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at the badges. This is your badges. You got gold badges galore. You got your shot specialist on gold. You got your shifty shooter on gold, unpluckable on gold. You got some of the other secondary badges on silver. That's enough because I mean, come on now. I got legend limitless, and limitless just ain't what it's supposed to be this year with them nerfing hash shooting. So that's why I ain't even really prioritize it. All you need is to have this on gold, and you gonna be clapping that thing, especially with your three-pointer going over a 99 as you build it up. Lightning launch, this is the crown jewel of this build. You're just extremely fast on both sides of the ball. Whether you Whether you on defense or offense, you're extremely fast. You're not going to have any problems getting past your primary defender. He's going to have a problem staying in front of you. You got the gold dead eye, so even if they close out with the 6'7" wingspan, you shooting over those. You got the purple interceptor, and that's another beauty of this build. I be straight up robbing dudes in the lanes. I be all over the passing lanes, getting the hella steals, and dudes run from you. When dudes see the 94 steal, it's more mental than it is an impact on the game. You will see how dudes will be scared to really go against you when you got that 94 steal. It's in their head. That's why I put it on there. Also, what I plan to do, like I said, I'm gonna put the +5 when I unlock Vet 2 towards my vert, which is gonna give me the contact dunks. The +1s, the next two +1s I'm gonna put on my steal, and I'm gonna have that the gold, the Hall of Fame glove. That's gonna just make him more even lethal on defense. They already scared. You already got high speed. Your badges and your second tier badges, they just they just is what they is. You got the purple off ball pest. You know that makes your defense better off ball. That's what's gonna help you get interceptions. Because if people don't know about this build, it helps you move around just period on defense. It goes beyond what it just says as far as them making it difficult to get past. But you will notice how your dude moves. He's not really gonna be getting beat at all as far as off ball defense, as far as like how your dude move on defense, period. The off-ball pets just help you move around on defense. They help you be in position to get those interceptions that we all want. We want to make them prime time plays like Deion. This is definitely the build to do it with that 6'7" wingspan. Of course, dimer on purple. That's just to help your team hit their shots. Because you know dudes is struggling to hit their shots out here. Then we're gonna go and look at the under the hood stats. See, I got all my hot spots, every single hot spot, even in the paint. I was cooking. I haven't played that many games on this build, but when I have, I was cooking. It's good as a secondary ball handler. It's good as the primary ball. You can play the one or the two and be completely comfortable. Like you have no problem doing either or. You got a 81 draw foul. These are the under the hood stats. You got a 98 offensive consistency. That is the point. Because I have every single attribute within the 90s. Look at my offensive consistency. When you have a 98 offensive consistency, that means you are the number one option on the team. You're gonna be clapping every shot. It's not gonna be hard to score on this build whatsoever. If you skilled at the game, if you knew at the game, this is even good for you because it makes it easier. You have an all the way around attribute board. Nothing on your attributes is lacking. You got the 85 defensive consistency. Y'all know me. That is my minimum that I will ever go with. You got an 87 help defense. So when you will notice on this build that you got 90 speed. You got 90s people ball at all times. I'm talking about this build is a fast break demon. Every time you get open, you gonna be tweaking on every single break. You gonna be tweaking all over your dude. He gonna be trying to run away from you. You got to think about it. You got a 90 steal with a 90. You got a 94 steal with a 90 speed. Plus your agility is a 90. It is very hard to get away from this dude. Now he is like people can finish in the paint, but that's for everybody across the board. You still got a 6'7" wingspan, so you're gonna be limited in that as well. This is one of my favorite builds to play on as far as having fun. It's a fun build to play on because of, like I said, your overall attributes are so balanced. And then you always, like I said, use this takeover. Use the 3-point architect because, like I said, it's gonna give you that 99 3, and you're gonna have that 99 ball handle. You're gonna be breaking dudes. You're gonna be running right past them, or you can use the general. Like I got both, but I mostly use the 3-point architect, but you can use the general as well. As you see, that'll make you even faster with the ball. That'll boost up your passing accuracy, put it into the 90s, and you'll have dish master. So it's however you want to play the ball. If you care more about scoring, I would say go with 3-point architect. If you care more about being an all-around floor general, I would say we'll go with the general because as you can see, it's gonna have all your stuff. You have a 98 speed with ball, bro, and then you're gonna have a 99 ball handle with a 92 pass accuracy with dish master. You know what I'm saying? So either way you go with this, even if you want to be more primary defensive, you go with Pest. Like, look at what Pest turns you into, a straight up menace on defense. Dudes are gonna be scared of you when you got a 99 steal. They won't know you got a 99 steal, but they gonna feel it. And then you're gonna have the device. So it's many ways you go with this. And if you want to be more of a primary slasher, you can go with Slice. You can look what happened when you go with Slice. Look at your speed and agility and your driving dump. And then you're gonna have poster machine. This is a fun build point blank period, and it gives you that versatility with the takeovers as far as which way you want to lean into. Do you want to be more of a pass first guard? You got the general. Do you want to be a straight up scorer? You got blur. And I feel like general make you a straight up scorer too because of the speed. If you want to be more of a lockdown, you got pest. If you want to be 3 and D, like I wouldn't really pick 3 and D over pest, but that's just me. But 3 and D is there as well. I got that unlocked too. Or you could go with slice. Slice if you want to be more of a primary slasher. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all see this build in action for you can see more than just hearing me speak. I'm trying to tell you, this build go crazy. Check it out. So, as y'all looking at the build in these highlights, this was one of my first games on the build, and it came right out of the pack, and you can see the impact that it has. Like, this build is very user-friendly. With your amount of speed that you have, you're going to make plays all over the court. And if you utilize the badges just how I had them, or pick one of the takeovers that I recommended, it will be easy. But it's something that I want to touch on about 2K. Bro, I can't really make the builds that I want to make with them limiting what attributes we have to put up. Like, if I could really make this build the way I want to, bro, it would be so much more elite. As I've been making more builds on 2K, I realize how much they have actually limited us on being able to create builds. Like, why should I have to take up an attribute I don't want to take up? That is what is putting everybody in the community into a box. Like, you're seeing the same type of builds because you have they made it so you're limited so much in your creativity because you take up one attribute, they taking up three other attributes. Like, they completely lied to us when they told us, oh, y'all got so many more attributes to work with. You can remake the builds that you made in 2K25. Bro, you really 2K25 had less restrictions than 2K24 had less restrictions than 2K25. Everything is so restricted. I don't be wanting to take up certain attributes really at all. I don't want it. I don't need it. It's not what I'm envisioning for my playstyle. In 2K26, they cannot continue to do this. It limits the creativity of different builds. That's why you seeing builds with the same name. That's why you seeing dudes upload under different names, because that ain't my build, bro. My build is supposed to be like this. This is my image of what I want. I want a straight up tweaker that's running all over the court, doing wreaking havoc. And I know some people gonna look at this build and be like, oh, they ain't got this badge, it ain't got this, you could have did this to do that. But the point is, I want it to be different. It is so hard to make a build that's different and effective in 2K25 because of the restrictions on attributes. Nobody wants to raise up. Like, certain attributes on this build, I didn't even want to raise up. I didn't have a choice because I wanted this attribute. They forced this other attribute to go up. That has to go. Bro, don't y'all remember the days where we see multiple different builds on the court, like all different type of names, all different type of attributes? That's because it was less. Even with the pie charts, I felt like it was more creativity. Like, bro, they are limiting creativity so much. Like, the game has potential, but they're ruining that potential with how they limit how we make our builds with tying certain attributes together. Like, you would see, think about how diverse 2K25 would really be if they wasn't forcing certain attributes to go up. You would have dudes with no finishing. If they don't want no finishing, if they feel like finishing, they don't need it, let them do it. If they feel like they want to make a big man who has no offensive rebound, let them do it. Why are you forcing people to take up attributes they don't want? Because it's not key to their game. We really do not have free control. We're playing more for builds, but we still being controlled and being forced into a box, even if that's not something that you're interested in. Like, man, I'm telling you, I know for a fact the gameplay would be way better if they didn't limit what type of builds people were creating. Like, I feel like we would see so much more diversity out here versus the same builds. Like, even with this build, I feel like I'm the only one with this type of build. Like, it doesn't look the same as any other thing because people go immediately go at the contact dunks. This is a build you got to build on, but it's already effective because it has things that people fear, like speed with ball, dribbling, steal, three-pointer. You still got a high dunk, and you got high speed and high agility without having to, take away from other elements of the game. You still a key piece on the court. You can still play defense. 98 98 offensive consistency, that means you the number one scoring option on the team. So this is a fun build already, but I just feel like if I wouldn't have been limited as far as the attributes that they forced me to take up, y'all would have seen something crazy. You will see way more crazy builds. They think that it'll break the game. No, it'll free the game. Right now, I feel like we all locked up. We all forced into a box as far as play styles. Like we all have to play to this certain way. It's like, why are they doing this? Nobody asked for this. It limits builds so much. If you could literally, and if you could make the build that you wanted to make, think about how much more fun you will have playing the game. Let dudes make if dudes make builds that's not good or that had them getting dropped off, let them do that. Like let people be free. Like I'm really hoping that in 2K26 they do not carry these same type of tactics over for real, because it's really killing the game, honestly, because it's making everybody make copycat builds. Like now I'm trying my hardest to make builds that's completely different. As you're gonna see with the next PG build that I got, that I'm gonna upload, you're gonna see that that's gonna be even different from this one. Every build that I have, I try to go as far out of the meta as I can, but it's hard to get away from certain archetype names and certain attributes because it's like they're forcing you to do it. Like you take this up, they taking that up, man. It's sad, bro. Honestly, they making the game um copycat with that. The attributes, you cannot tie them together, bro. Let people have freedom to create how they want to. I'm just saying we'll be seeing so much diversity. You wouldn't know what to do going up against certain builds. Like you wouldn't know what attributes they have up, what attributes they have down. But me, I'll be seeing people, I'll be knowing what attributes they got because of the way that they got the system right now. And that has to stop, bro. You will see they could have so many different takeovers as well. They like yes, they did the plus ones is cool, the cat breakers, all that is cool. But honestly, I feel like you should already have those to work with and be able to do what you do, even if you don't have them to work with. Okay, they could keep the cat breaker system. That's pretty cool. You evolve your build as you go. People who put more time in, that way they have some kind of differentiator from a person who just starting the day. I can understand that. Okay, cool. But do not tie up the attributes, bro. That'll make the game more enjoyable. That'll make people make what they really want to make. Like 2K, man, do better. 2K26, we cannot have that there, bro. I don't want that in the game whatsoever. And it don't even help that the user base make this game way more worse than it really is. Like, let's just be honest. Would 2K25 be as bad as it is if the user base wasn't as brain dead? No. But it ain't like overnight that they're going to change because the meta style of play has become to be a guard that scores so much. And because people don't really value real playmaking, it's made the game even more toxic. Like the game is where the state is with the user base. They don't play basketball for real. They don't look out for the next man. They only out there for themselves because people are so interested in just scoring, and the value of an assist isn't where it's supposed to be. Like I'm the type of player, I care about points accounted for. That's why you will see me score 20 plus and I'll have 10 plus assists as well. Like that's my mindset. I care about, okay, I'm overall creating points, whether it's me scoring, my team scoring, and then I value efficiency. I wish dudes would put more emphasis on efficiency than they do. Most dudes don't care to be efficient whatsoever. All my builds are created to be efficient. All my builds are created to be able to hold your own on defense. I don't create liabilities whatsoever. Even this build that can potentially have a 99 offensive consistency with me just plus one in certain attributes, I still I'm still able to contribute defensively. I don't have to just hide in a corner or something like that, not really participate on defense at all, run for my matchup. No, I can match right up with whoever I'm playing against on every single build that I have made. I'm able to hold my own. No, I'm not just a straight up lockdown, but I'm not a liability either. Dudes out here creating liability builds. I mean, I get it if you got a set team, because if you got a team that's going to cover you on defense for you don't have to play defense, it makes sense because they probably made a build. But when you out here and you know you do not have a set five and you creating liability builds, it really don't make sense. You got to ask yourself the question: is a dude that's a random that does not know you, is he's going to take up for you on defense? Don't worry, I'm gonna wait. Just I'm gonna wait. If you believe that, you out your mind. That man don't even care. He don't care about you, bro. He out here for himself. And that's a problem. The community is extremely selfish when it comes to how they play the game, how they approach the game, how they think the game, how they make their builds. They don't give up. They could care less about their teammate or whatever their teammate has going on. You could be on fire. He don't care. You could be 10 for 10. He don't care. That dude gonna still go up on three people in the paint. And that's the problem. Until 2K really punishes bad decision making, bro, the game gonna be, y'all never gonna really enjoy the game. They don't realize that most users, even I know some other content creators that don't have a set squad. Like, I don't have a set squad. I should. It would be so, bro. Y'all would see, man. I would stream every day if I had a good set squad because it's that easy for me. I can always do what I'm supposed to do. It be the team that they put around me or the teams they place me with when I walk into lobbies. It take away from my effectiveness, even though I'm still effective. Like, but some games I don't score that much when I'm in random lobbies because the way my team playing, they kill spacing. People don't believe in staying out of your way. You beating your man, a dude to come cut you right off as you beating your man. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. And then to do it again. He'll say my bad and then do it again as if, to me, I feel like a lot of people intentionally sabotage on this game. Sabotage is so bad. Like, I've already made videos on it and speaking on it, but it's just so bad. Like, why do dudes don't want to see other dudes that's on their team have good games? If they, I feel like people just jealous. It's nothing but a microcosm of what the world that we live in today. You got people that's just jealous every which way that you turn. You can't even play the game no more and have fun. I remember the community didn't used to be this toxic. Like, it became even more toxic as each title that was released. You got dudes that used to be comfortable being role players that all of a sudden want to be stars. Like, you could tell the dude who's a star player. You want to know how you could tell a dude that's a star player? He can impact the game in all facets, no matter what build he on. Meaning he always can contribute to offense. He always can contribute to defense, and at the same time, he makes the game easier for everybody around him. That's a star player to me. People think a star player is a dude that go out here and drop 30. Bruh, if you drop 30 and you on under 60% in your efficiency, that ain't even a good game to me. I'm gonna just be honest. If you under 60% in your efficiency, that is not a good game to me. No, I'm not gonna look at that like you had a good game. I'm gonna look at that like you could have passed the ball more. That's why you only hit 50% of your shots. I don't think how people don't passing the ball will only help your efficiency. But it's so many creators out here pushing dudes to sit here and have low passing ratings when that's the reason you inefficient. That's why. Because you can't pass the ball. And when you do, your teammates ain't scoring. People don't understand when you get them assists, it boosts your takeover meter, which only gonna make it easier for you to score, even if you a scoring type person. Even if you want to score more, it makes it easier to score when you make the people around you threats. Like, you will see in a video, if you watch my videos in the background, some people do. I can tell the people who do and the people who don't. You can tell because the stuff they stay. Like, I have dudes like on my build, on my Snag Mahomes 2.0 build. I seen a comment, dude said something about stretch bigs. I'm like, bro, you can't be watching my content, not in the background. I got too many videos destroying stretch bigs, bro. They're not a problem for me anytime I'm using any version of Snag Mahomes. They never have. Why you think I'm purple? Why do you think my tiers be what they are? Do y'all think I'm out here losing a lot? I could complain as much as I want. I'm still winning clear over 60% of my games with randoms. When I play with set squad, you can ask any people who in my Discord know. If I'm playing with the people that's in a set squad, I have over an 80 win percentage within my Discord. Like, playing with people from my Discord, and not all of them are the best. Like, they got different skill levels. Now, it is some people who straight hoopers. Like, I've already told them. We got Flu, Taco, Simbo, um, it's Sambo. It's people in my Discord that are very good. I'm even missing some people, but then you have other people who like teetering. They getting better. They want to get better. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I'm not playing with that many people who just elite at the game. Like, I wish, like, if I'm playing with dudes that's better than me, do you understand how, if I'm like the third option, do you understand what that would do? I will be even more efficient because I'm already efficient when I'm typically one or two option. Even if I'm not the dude scoring, I'm the dude assisting everything. And if I'm getting a bunch of assists, why am I getting a bunch of assists? Because I'm beating my primary defender and somebody is helping. That's the only way to really create assists is having an advantage. That's why I average so many assists. Even on my big man, I know how to position myself in a position that makes the defense react to me, leaving somebody else wide open. So I had to do that yesterday when I was on stream, live stream. Dude was like, man, bro, I seen your stats. You only averaged 2 points on my big man, right? But I'm like, he ain't even mentioned the fact that I averaged 12 assists. That's how much people don't care. I mean, if you think about it, if I average 12 assists, that means at minimum, and most of them be to 3-pointers. Now I'm passing out to a three, but at minimum, 2 plus 12 equal 24. So I'm averaging, really creating 26 points per game. Just from the center position without even really trying. I ain't really trying to score, and I don't get hit when I'm in position to score, even though I got a good mid range and I'm a good shooter overall. Man, this game is sad, and it's really because of the user base. I don't feel like this game is a horrible 2K, but it's just where the state of the user base is and the restrictions on the builder. They would have a good game if they didn't restrict so much on the builder. Like, that's just my personal opinion. The game will be good. The game will be fun because you will see so many different play styles, bro. You would see so much versatility across the board if dudes didn't have to take up certain attributes. I don't know why they did that. Like, that right there kind of take away from the quality of the game, in my opinion. Because the rewards, as far as the cap breakers, that was genius for them for making money, and for, people who, like, if you play Pokemon, that's exactly what they kind of turning your my player into, because you can constantly transform as the year goes by the attributes that you take up. That's why you're gonna see videos coming soon. When I unlock my next 5 cap breakers, all my builds gonna change. I'm unlocking badges because I set up my builds to where when I do get cap breakers and stuff like that, it unlocks badges. It unlocks abilities. Like with my certified tweaker that you seeing in the video right now, I'm going to have contact dunks when I hit vet 2, on top of all the good attributes that I already have. And I'm going to add that +1 to my steal. Like I said, and eventually I'm going to have glove on Hall of Fame on top of having interceptor on Hall of Fame. So it's like, you got to think the game, bro. And that's what I'm saying. We got a lot of people who play the game, but they don't think it. And that's a huge issue. Like, dudes out here doing random activity at all times. Like, I really wish, I'm trying my hardest to get back to having a set squad. It's the hardest thing to do, is to build a set squad, because of the egos dudes got. I don't have an ego, bro. I just want to win. Like, but I'm experiencing, everybody want to be a star. Don't nobody want to be a role player no more. You got lockdowns want to score 30. You got centers want to score 30. Don't even make no sense. Like, in my mind, a center is the ultimate, is the backbone of the team. He's supposed to be doing all the dirty work. You a dirty work player. That's a dirty work position. But now, and to me, this is the worst year for stretch bigs. I feel like the shooting ceiling is so low. Like, that's what I was trying to tell dude. People always talk about stretch bigs. Bro, you're not a stretch big shooting 30% to 45% from three. To me, that ain't no stretch big. I don't care nobody. That's not a stretch big to me. That's not high enough. Now, some dudes that shooting a 40 percentile, that could be misleading, because I know some dudes who just, they shoot crazy shots when they up. Like my boy Taco, he can shoot. He play with a good playmaker. He playing with a set team. He gonna be greening damn near all his shots. My boy Sambo, his card don't indicate how good he can shoot when he's playing within an organized system. A lot of y'all playing with me as your PG, and you a stretch big, and you watching my videos, you don't understand I can make your percentage go up. Everybody I play with, I make their percentages go up. I simplify your role for you. You ain't got to be running around doing all this extra stuff. I'm going to create the shot for you. And I'm the type of point guard, I'm running a 5 out. I'm calling cuts. I'm hitting you when you open. I'm coming up the court. If somebody's open as I'm coming up the court, I'm not wasting my time dribbling and doing all this extra stuff. I am quickly trying to create the advantage, see the advantage, pass the ball. You getting touches. Like, that's why I'm trying to set up a set 5, bro. It'll make me playing the game, make it so much easier. I'll be able to bring y'all more content. And y'all can just see the craziness that I be seeing. Like, even if I have a set 3, like a good 3, like a dude that can really shoot and play defense and finish on breaks and he fast, and a dude that's a good lockdown or a big or a good guard. Like, I could play with another guard. I don't have to be ball dominant. If I could go straight into score mode, that's cool for me. Like it's the base, bro. Because everybody want to be star players. The rise of clips and shorts and stuff like that. To me, you're not seeing the whole picture. A dude show you a short, but he's not good at the game. He's just showing you certain moments he was good at the game. That's why I post full gameplay for y'all. I want y'all to see the whole picture. I'm not trying to make. Do you know how, bro? I could easily just chop up only when I dunk, only when I hit a three, when I got a good move. I could easily do that, bro. You could do that without even having to. You don't even have to have a Elgato or a capture card to capture just clips. I could just upload all my clips to my OneDrive, set them all up, and just it's that easy. It's not even. I choose to show you the full picture for you can really see the build in a actual full gameplay, not just moments of a game where I had a good moment. Nah, I want you to see that I had a good game. I have good games. I want you to see that the man that I was responsible for had a miserable game. He couldn't score. He struggled to score. Like, I give you a real picture, bro. Man, I remember the days when 2K used to be able to hop on the game, and even with randoms, the game quality was so much better. Like I know we blame 2K a lot and the developers a lot, but honestly, I mean it kind of partially is their fault because they create a game based on all this realism and simulation when their base is more arcade. I don't care what all the people who want it to be simulation is saying. It doesn't matter what you're talking about because at the end of the day, people play an arcade style of ball. That's what they want to do. Like that's what majority of, and you can't tell me they don't. If dudes was simulation based, like the user base wanted to play simulation, we wouldn't have as much videos complaining talk about how much it's trash because it would the play style would fit. But because more dudes want more arcade, and you can tell they want more arcade. Why? What the hell you think it is? A dude dribbling behind the screen for 15 plus seconds is, or dribbling to break you is. Like a dude holding the ball for 15 seconds is a arcade style of play. You do not see that in the NBA. It is a lot more motion. It is a lot of pick and roll. The NBA is a bunch of pick and roll. It's a spread pick and roll type game. Like you do not see a dude ISOing a lot. They only do that in key moments of the game down the stretch to win the game. In certain moments where they struggling to score, but the pick and roll took over the NBA. Like that is the main thing. And then, but dudes in 2K, they don't even hit the roll, man. They pick and roll, and then the big will be wide open or have a wide open lane. The guard will see that as an opportunity, as a quote unquote free shot, and to shoot the ball and make him have to get it off the rim. I didn't see dudes say it like, bro, get the ball off the rim, like just get it. Like, no, why don't dudes like the pass? I don't understand it, bro. It's frustrating to play with. I don't like watching it. Like when I watch dudes certain gameplay and I'm watching other YouTubers, I be trying to, but then when I see how they playing, I'll be like, that's the problem with the game. You do all this dribbling when people wide open because you so focused on want to capture clips and highlights, you just ruin the game. Like the quality of the game. I really hate RNG. Like I feel like that limits a bunch of stuff. Like it forces you, and that's why I feel like a lot of stretch bigs ain't stretch bigs because of RNG. I feel like the rating that you have at 3-pointer, because you can't have a high 3-pointer for real. Like, because if you do, then you got very small arms and you lacking in other places. You gonna get killed on the glass. I'm talking about absolutely murdered. That's why the inside bigs are so effective. That's why people keep telling me about stretches. I'm like, brother, you know how off I can count on it's the rarest thing in the world to run into a stretch big who's shooting over 50% from three. Just 50%. Like it they're not an effective build this year. I don't know why I understand why people want them because yeah, dude wanted for he could try to rim run the whole game and it's a bunch of space, but you can still space the floor to the mid range. You can still pick and pop. As long as you got a mid range, you don't even need the three. Like because the dude got to come out the paint. That's the whole point. If you can pull the big out the paint, everybody should be able to do what they need to do. Like keeping the core ability of actually having the attributes to dominate as a big man to me is more effective than just having a 75 3-pointer or a low 80 3-pointer. And if you got the low 80 3-pointer, well, then your wingspan is T-Rex. you're not going to be able to compete on the glass versus any big man who actually good at the game, and he got a good team around him who know how, when he set the screen and knock the guard out the way and roll into the basket, they know how to actually read the pick and roll and play the pick and roll and shoot when he's in position. He's going to do nothing but get killed on the glass. I do it every day. And if you need to see for reference, just check out the video, bro. It's on the channel. Shooting inside centers versus shooting centers. Like, it's a whole hour some video of me just going against nothing but stretch bigs, and I did not at all pick and choose. It was on a double rep day, which and I'm MVP tier, so they ain't doing nothing but matching me against nothing but what they could find as the best stretch bigs on the game. In every single game, they lost. They didn't win they didn't win any of the games, because I tell you, as a big on 2K25, it's more valuable to be dominant on the glass. I don't care what, no, because the glass win games. That's why even in certain leagues, the Snag Mahomes 2.0 is banned. They don't even allow footers. Like, they don't even allow that type of footer to play. You can't play with it. They won't play you. You're not allowed to use it. Do y'all know that? Like, but it don't matter. That's it for today's video. If you stay here this long, man, I appreciate you for rocking with me. Comment down below, MVP gang. But it's your boy, Pravi MVP, signing out. Keep your jumpers tight. Keep your defense right. Blessings to the Most High. Peace.